The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace. Today is 2nd October and in India, every year this day is celebrated as Gandhi Jayanti to commemorate the great visionary, father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. For students like us, as Bapu, he lives in the heart of millions of people even today. We are celebrating his 152nd birthday today, honoring his great contribution to our nation and world peace. Good morning everyone. I am Maria Annalalu from class 8C, wishing you all happy Gandhi Jayanti. To enlighten us more on Gandhian ideas and philosophy, I invite our dear principal, Reverend Dr. James Mullashetty CMI, to share his thoughts.
Respected parents, teachers, and my dear students, we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti today. A very happy and important day for all Indians. So, my dear students, as we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti today, let's take a pledge that we also will grow with peace, truth, justice, and freedom.
Thank you, Father, for your reflective and inspiring
On this auspicious occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, the shining stars of KE School are ready to entertain you with their lovely glimpses of patriotic performances. Let's enjoy the event.
Dear friends, we all are celebrating October 2nd as Gandhi Jayanti. You know, long before in one October 2nd, a baby boy born in Porbandar. His parents, Mrs. Putli Bai and Mr. Karamchand Gandhi, named him as Mohandas. When he was a kid, he was such a naughty boy. His father told him not to lie, but he didn't obey. Later he realized his mistakes. One day, his father was lying on the bed as he was very sick. That time, Mohan took a paper and written all the lies he told to his father and asked for the punishment. After reading that, his father's eyes welled out with tears. Instead of punishing him, father hugged and said, "Dear child, always tell the truth. Then you will become a great person." Mohan always followed his words, studied well and became a lawyer. He worked for his people and started fighting against British rule. His policy was always on non-violence. People of India loved him very much. We, the kids of India, started calling him as Bapu. Bapu, the father. Yes, he is our Bapuji. His efforts, along with other freedom fighters on Satyagraha and quit India, made our country independent. On the very next year, we lost our Bapuji. Our Prime Minister declared through All India Radio that our father of nation is no more. Yes, he is our father of nation. Though he died, he still lives in our heart. We all love you, Gandhiji.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. As we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti today, I would like to show a model of Charka. It was the eternal companion of Mahatma Gandhi. Charka was both a tool and the symbol of Indian independence movement. It was given a new meaning and novel interpretation by Mahatma Gandhi. It reminded him of ever-moving will of divine law of love and peace. Gandhiji used charka as a tool to promote self-sufficiency during the British rule and bring awareness about his Swadeshi movement. Gandhiji used to spin charka at morning, evening, and even while traveling, and produce khadi from it and wore clothes made from it to promote self-sufficiency. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Warm greeting. Honorable Principal Grandfather James Mulasheri, teachers and my dear friends. I, Christopher Andrews of Class 8A, is going to speak a declamation on the father of our nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, whom we call Mahatma Gandhi, the great leader, the one who helped us in achieving India's independence. This is the famous spiritual message he gave when he visited London in October 1931. So here it goes. There is an indefinable mysterious power that pervades everything. I feel it, though I do not see it. It is this unseen power that makes itself felt and yet defies all proof. Because it is so unlike that all that I perceive through my senses. It transcends the senses. But it is possible to reason out the existence of God to a limited extent. There is an unalterable law in the universe which governs everything, every being that exists or lives. That law then, which governs all life, is God. Just as my denial or ignorance of the existence of an earthly power will avail me nothing, even so my denial of God and His law will not liberate me from its operation. Whereas humble and mute acceptance of divine authority makes life journey easier, even as the acceptance of earthly rule makes life under it easier. I do dimly perceive that whilst everything around me is ever changing, ever dying, there is underlying all that change a living power that is changeless, that holds all together, that creates, dissolves, and recreates. That informing power or spirit is God. And since nothing else that I see merely through my senses can or will persist, He alone is. I can see that in the midst of death, life persists. In the midst of untruth, truth persists. In the midst of darkness, light persists. Hence, I gather that God is life, truth, light. He is love. He is the supreme good. He who would, in his own person, test the fact of God's presence, can do so by a living faith. And since faith itself cannot be proved by an extraneous evidence, the safest course is to believe in the moral government of the world and therefore in the supremacy of the moral law, the law of truth and love. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good morning, everyone. As you all know, today we are celebrating the 152nd birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. He was born on 2nd October 1869 in Gujarat's small city Porbandar. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, popularly known as Mahatma Gandhi, is called the father of our nation. Gandhi was a man of peace. He always advocated non-violence. He was known for his fearlessness. That is why he could fight for India's freedom and bring independence on 15th August 1947. Gandhi was a national leader, a freedom fighter, a visionary, a humanist, and a socialist reformer. He has been a source of inspiration and role model for not only the common man but for other various leaders. As we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti, let us pledge that we will follow the path of peace, fearlessness, truthfulness, and tolerance which guided Gandhiji all his life. That is the greatest tribute we can pay him. Jai Hind.
Hazrat Mahal, also known as Begum of Awadh. Awadh is a place centered Lucknow. Along with Rani of Jhansi, I also fought for the freedom of India. When my husband Nawab Wajid Ali Shah exiled to Kolkata, I fought with British and took charge over Lucknow. When British recaptured Lucknow, I was forced to leave, and I went to Nepal and life fled. The government of India assured, except to honor me, I was an important figure of India, but I got lost in the pages of history. If you want to know more about me, read the book In the City of Silver and Gold. When someone asks you about woman freedom fighter, you will say Rani Lakshmi Bai. Now, you can add one more name in your list, that is Begum Hazrat Mahal.
Respected principal, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I am here to say a few words about Mahatma Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi is the real name of Mahatma Gandhi. He is father of our nation. We call him Bapu. He born on 2nd October 1869 at Porbandar in Gujarat. His father Karamchand Gandhi was the Diwan of Rajkot. His mother Putali Bai was a simple and pious lady. At the age of 15, he married Kasturba Gandhi. He went to England to study law. He was very truthful and honest person. He was a great freedom fighter. He started many movements like non-cooperation and civil disobedience against British rule. He gave slogan "Do or Die." He was shot at by Nathuram Godse on 30th January 1948. Thank you, Jai Hind.
നമസ്കാരം. ശ്രീ മധുസൂദനൻ നായരുടെ ഗാന്ധി എന്ന കവിത. തനിയെ നടന്നു നീ പോവുക, തളർന്നാലുമരുതേ പരാശ്രയവുമിളവും, അനുഗാമിയില്ലാത്ത പഥികർ തുടർന്നാലുമിടരാതെ നിൻ ധീരഗാനം, തുടർന്നാലുമിടരാതെ നിൻ ധീരഗാനം. പൈതങ്ങൾ പാടുന്നു രാജഘട്ടത്തിലെ പിടയുമീ അഗ്നിക്കു മുന്നിൽ, വെടികൊണ്ട പക്ഷി അങ്ങെവിടെയോ കരയുന്ന ചിറകൊച്ച ഇഴയുന്നു വിണ്ണിൽ. രാന്ധും കഴിഞ്ഞ് ശ്രുതിയും തീർന്ന ഗായകർ നാണയം വാങ്ങി പിരിഞ്ഞുപോയി. നായകർ പൂവിട്ടു ഭജനം കഴിച്ചു വേഗം, കരിമ്പൂച്ചകൾക്കൊപ്പമങ്ങെപ്പോഴേ യാത്രയായി. ഒരു ഭ്രാന്തനേതോ ദരിദ്രരുദ്രൻ മാത്രമിഴയുന്ന കാറ്റായി വലത്തുവെച്ചും, മൗനവചനക്കടൽ പോലുറഞ്ഞും ശമിക്കാത്ത കഥനമായി തീർന്നും നടക്കയാണിപ്പോഴും. തനിയെ നടന്നു നീ പോവുക, തളർന്നാലുമരുതേ പരാശ്രയവുമിളവും, അനുഗാമിയില്ലാത്ത പഥികർ തുടർന്നാലുമിടരാതെ നിൻ ധീരഗാനം, തുടർന്നാലുമിടരാതെ നിൻ ധീരഗാനം. നന്ദി.
Respected teachers and my dear friends, today we are celebrating the 152nd birth anniversary of our beloved Gandhiji. My life is my message. Mahatma Gandhi summed up his philosophy of life with these words: Dear friends, I want to show you some of the symbols that is related to Gandhiji's life that inspired millions of people of all classes into political actions and brought to its knees the mighty colonial British Empire. First, I am introducing you to the charka or spinning wheel. It represents Swadeshi, self-sufficiency and independence. Here, spinning was used as symbolic, but it was quite real too. The Swadeshi movement had increased the demand for Indian cotton and the industry grew by leaps and bounds. Next, I want to show you is a symbol of the handful of salt. Do you wonder what a handful of salt means? In the month of March 1930, Gandhiji had broken the draconian salt law by picking up a handful of salt. It was a protest against the laws that we Indians were not allowed to produce or sell salt. It was an act of non-violent civil disobedience against the British salt monopoly. Millions of people all over India participated in this salt march which had shaken the foundation of the British Empire. Yes, a handful of salt made our freedom. And now, I am going to show you the round rim spectacles. The spectacles form an important and somewhat iconic part of Gandhiji's appearance during the national movements and the disobedient protests. And now, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is a national program which uses Gandhiji's spectacles as its logo. Sanitation and hygiene in every home was Gandhiji's dream. So friends, never forget these symbols which remind us about simplicity and the struggles of our great freedom fighters. Thank you.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए मन अभिमान नाने वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे सकल लोग माँ सहुने वंदे निंदा न करे वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी तेनी रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे.
Respected teachers and my dear friends, today I am going to present a speech on Gandhi Jayanti. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who is known as the father of our nation, was born on October 2nd, 1869. We celebrate Gandhi Jayanti to mark his birth anniversary and his endeavors in getting our country free from the clutches of British rule. Mahatma Gandhi was a faithful supporter of truth, non-violence and peace. Hence, Gandhi Jayanti is known as International Day for Non-Violence and Peace across the world. It is observed as a national festival too. Usually, we pay tribute to Mahatma Gandhi at his memorial at Rajghat, Delhi. On this day, the President, the Prime Minister, along with eminent political leaders, pay homage. And bhajans are sung at his samadhi. His favorite song, Raghupati Raghava Raja Patita Pavana Sitaram is invariably sung at all the meetings associated with this day. The future of India is vested in the hands of new generation like us. We students should uphold the patriotism and secularism envisaged by great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi. This Gandhi Jayanti, I hope this Gandhi Jayanti will reminds us such values. I wish you a happy and peaceful Gandhi Jayanti. Jai Hind.
भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। सदियों से भारत भूमि दुनिया की शान है, भारत माँ की रक्षा में जीवन कुर्बान है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है।
उजड़े नहीं अपना चमन, टूटे नहीं अपना वतन, गुमराह न कर दे कोई, बर्बाद न कर दे कोई। मंदिर यहाँ, मस्जिद यहाँ, हिंदू यहाँ, मुस्लिम यहाँ, मिलते रहे हम प्यार से जागो।
हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। जन्मभूमि है हमारे, शान से कहेंगे हम, सब ही तो भाई भाई प्यार से रहेंगे हम। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है।
Good morning all. In India, Gandhi Jayanti is celebrated on 2nd October to pay tribute to our father of nation. Every year, Gandhi Jayanti is feasted at Rajghat, Delhi, and our Prime Minister along with the President of India gathers here to pay tribute by offering flowers to his Samadhi. Gandhiji was born in Porbandar in Gujarat in 1869. He did great works all through his life, which still has an impact on the people in this modern era. He worked with great effort to achieve Swaraj, to remove untouchability customs from society, the eradication of social evils, empowering women's rights, developing the economic conditions of farmers, and many more. Today, on his birthday, let us remember him and celebrate this day with joy and prosperity. His life was an inspiration for all of us, and the sacrifices he made are our responsibilities. Now, let us contribute ourselves to the growth and development of our country. We, as the future of our country, can honor him by living our lives with his principles of truth, peace, and non-violence, and lead our country to an incredible nation. Jai Hind. Thank you.
पम 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 ये देश है वीर जवानों का, बेलों का, मस्तानों का। इस देश का यारो, इस देश का यारो क्या कहना, ये देश है दुनिया का गहना। पम 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 मेरा जूता है जापानी, ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। मेरा जूता है जापानी, ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी। हिंदुस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी।
हर करम अपना करेंगे ऐ वतन तेरे लिए, दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे ऐ वतन तेरे लिए।
आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले, आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमान के तले। जय हो जय हो, चक दे हो चक दे इंडिया, चक दे हो चक दे इंडिया। वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम, सत्य श्यामला मातरम। वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम।
ये दुनिया एक दुल्हन,
ये दुनिया एक दुल्हन, दुल्हन के माथे की बिंदिया। ये मेरा इंडिया, ये मेरा इंडिया, I love my India, ये मेरा इंडिया।
Respected principal, teachers and my dear friends, today is October 2nd, the birthday of Gandhiji. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was one of the greatest freedom fighters of India. He was a very honest and simple person. He started non-violence movement to gain freedom from British rule. Gandhiji's birthday is celebrated as International Day of Non-Violence. Gandhiji is honored as father of our nation. On this day, let us uphold his principles in our life. Thank you. Wish you all a very happy Gandhi Jayanti. Respected principal, loving teachers and dear friends. Today I am standing before you to share a few words on Mahatma Gandhi. Father of the nation, he believed in simple living and high thinking. His policy of truth and non-violence had won many years. His movements like Satyagraha, Quit India and non-cooperation led our country towards freedom. Let's all pledge today to follow his path and make our world a better place. Thank you.
cultural feast has come to an end now, and I would like to thank every one of you for your time, especially our eminent guest, our beloved principal, teachers, parents, students, and all the team members who took keen effort to make this event happen. I, Nehal Francis of Class 8A, signing off, wishing you all a great time. Thank you.